check. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1.
You
Pop,
have-
pop, pop. Okay. What? I'm sorry?
You would.
No, I don't have the Rich has the intro.
Rich does have the intro.
You know, we can just start. Cole, we can always edit in later. I can put it in if he gives it to me later.
Yeah, that makes sense. We could do that. Let's make sure we're going live on. Are we live?
We're going to go to 7:30?
Yeah, we're live there.
Okay.
We go a little bit later.
Alrighty. I think we'll be okay. Once everybody starts talking, I think it'll be a lot better.
Why does it look like that?
Start getting
Can you
levels.
guys check the live on? Oh, this looks sketch too.
All right.
We should be live everywhere.
Everyone silence your phones if you haven't.
You are not live anywhere.
It says streaming.
Not on Instagram.
Oh, I see.
Maybe YouTube.
Like that. So I can pop around. Phone down there. All right.
There we go.
Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right.
Oh, got it. It's live.
Alejandro, can you talk for me in the mic, please?
Yes.
Keep going.
Check. How are you?
That's doing
Rape
good.
Daddy Robbie.
Hello.
A little louder.
Hello.
Okay. Go for it, Anthony, please.
Check. Hey.
All right. That's good. All right. I think that'll work. That's at least a good starting point. I'll figure it out from there.
Our technical guy.
We got. Let's see if can you see what it looks like when I fade to Alejandro and Alyssa? On there. On the live.
Sorry. Oh, me?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Good.
delay. What is that, like 12 seconds?
Oh,
just
man.
Sushi.
It's
It's just
Moxy sushi.
Sushi.
But check YouTube
Yeah.
because I
Moxy
think it's the
sushi.
way.
12 seconds. Yeah.
Shoot. I don't know if there's any way to disable that on the TV.
YouTube's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
YouTube's perfect.
So I don't know why it's whatever. We'll put this down. We'll just keep going with it. Instagram's just gonna have to look at Moxy Sushi.
Yep.
That's not. It's been worse. It's been worse.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you want me to invite you to my IG live?
Me?
Oh, because I guess it's for streaming.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going.
Are we
through
ready?
the Stream. Yeah.
Are we ready, everybody?
Yeah. Let's go. Let's
All
run
right.
it.
Everybody ready?
Yeah. Do you have the show running show?
Do we?
All right. I'll be a 3, 2, and then I'll point. We're just going to go ahead and just. Anthony's just going to go ahead and introduce it right in because we don't have that open with us at the moment. So we'll just come straight up. All right. And here we go. 3, 2.
What's up, St. Petersburg? It's your boy DJ Ketone, and we have This is Houseology Live, and we've got some special guests in the room. Let's give it a big round of applause for Healing Culture. As you guys know, it is myself, Ketone. We have Volume. We have Rave Daddy Robbie. And we have the beautiful Danielle.
Hello. Hey, everyone.
And then we get Robbie's
It's another
laugh.
Monday. Yes, there you go. It's another Monday. It's a beautiful Monday.
It is a beautiful Monday, guys. We have a special show for you guys. We have Healing Culture here. And we've got a few more things that we're going to get into. We have a couple topics today. But first, I just want to let you guys know that we're at the Moxy Hotel. One of my friends, David, brought us some sushi by. If you guys can't see, hang on, let me switch it over to the Moxy sushi here. It's,
It needs to be highlighted.
boom.
There we go.
There we go.
Healing culture and sushi. There we go.
Yeah.
Which actually, sushi is a healing culture
Yeah.
for some of us. I do love my sushi.
Nothing but soul over there.
So good.
So we also want to shout out Migo Show. Big ups to Migo Show. That's where we run our ticketing platforms through. They also help us with our website. So be sure to run over to Migo Show for all of your ticketing needs. Yeah, and big shout outs to Moxy Hotel and Migo Show.
Yeah. All right.
So let's get into our show, shall we? We've got Healing Culture. We are running a little bit behind, guys. Sorry about that. We're setting up some things we haven't set up before because we're trying some new things. And you can check it out on the YouTube. You can check it out on humblehouseradio.com, which is where we're live on right now. Let's jump into it, right? So we have Healing Culture, Alyssa, and Alejandro, guys. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us. Yeah, we're so excited to be here, part of this new, the new show that you guys are hosting here at Moxy.
Thank you
so much for inviting us. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't we, man? You're on fire. You guys are on fire. You're doing so much for the community. You know, you guys are doing so much musically. And you guys have a residency now on Wednesdays.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're there supporting Anna and a few other DJs. Really putting in the work. Alyssa, she is a sound healer, so she included sound healing instruments like singing bowls and Tibetan bowls and shakers and rain sticks and all that. And I'm just like supporting her with that, and really that's a really unique touch to whoever wants to play with those kinds of instruments during a set. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did that on the beach with Anna a couple years ago, and it was such a cool experience. She had just a little Bluetooth speaker, and she cracked out the sound bowls, and it was such a cool experience. Just overall, and she had different notes, of course, with the sound bowls that we were able to incorporate. It was it's such an interesting experience, but I know that I experienced it as well with when you were at Wonderfest.
Yes,
and so that was it was like full circle. And then now that it's being talked about all over again with Anna, who is the one that has been the one that has brought it up into my life, and I love her for that. She's so creative overall.
She is.
Yeah.
She is.
So are you.
Thank you.
Yes, I love it.
Thank you.
So much talent.
So tell us more about the sound healing and that part of that aspect of what you guys do for people. You do this for people too, right? This is like a thing for you.
It is.
Outside of music.
Yeah. It's just from me experiencing it myself. So sound healing has been really profound for me. It helps me a lot with anxiety and just remaining calm throughout my day. So I actually just started attending sound baths myself and received a lot for over a year. And then I just decided to go for training. I didn't think anything was going to become of it. And then here we are about a year later, and it's kind of blown up, and it's so layered. Sound healing is, but it's like complex but not complex.
Yeah,
if
give us an example.
Yeah, so there's crystal singing bowls. It's just like all the instruments that you can use, and I think what's so profound is that each instrument can create a different type of feeling or effect on you. So you might like twitch, or you might have a memory come up, or a sensation in your body, and smell. Yeah, that too. So that's what is so great about it, and it's different every single time because we obviously are evolving beings, and we're changing all the time. So your energy is not going to be the same.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So we got to make sure we watch that sound bowl when we're around Rich, because we don't want some of those Miami memories.
Yeah.
Rich's Miami memories. We don't want those coming out.
No.
So
I'm sure Rich's sound bowl was vinyl anyways.
yeah.
Anyways.
Yes. So I mean that's pretty cool. So I haven't heard, like, I haven't done my deep diving into sound healing or like of all the instruments and bowls and stuff and what they do, but I have seen where people incorporate those kinds of frequencies in their music.
Yes.
And I don't like. And now that you've explained it to me, it's kind of, now I see why they would, because if those little frequencies are going to do something in what you're doing for other people.
I mean, we are frequency, right?
Absolutely.
So, we are going to react to those vibrations,
I was going to say, so I'm Egyptian. I'm half Egyptian. My dad's from Egypt, born and raised in Cairo.
Nice.
And one of the things that has been discussed, and people that I've spoken to that practice Reiki and things of that nature, that the vibrations are what what heals our actual, and that's why
Yes.
when you the
Exactly.
that's actually you
Yes.
internally healing yourself.
Exactly.
And so with the sound bowls and the aspect of allowing for your body to vibrate through the cellular level,
Yes.
through that, it was just such an interesting thing when I learned a lot about this, and the Egyptian culture being probably like one of the main people that started incorporating this. And then they're saying like maybe the pyramids were built from the vibrations and the attraction of bringing these big pieces of stone together through, because they are tight, they're very, very tight. And so they were saying, how do you get them that tight? Well, if you vibrate something fast enough at the proper frequency, it comes together, right?
Wow.
So it's just kind of a cool thing that I learned a lot about the Egyptian. And the mandolin is another one, because those are formed through vibrations. So it's just like the monks and all the healing that comes from it.
Yeah. And I mean, it is an ancient practice. Obviously, I mean, we've heard all about like Tibetan bowls. There's South American instruments too. Right, and there's tuning forks. I think that started in the UK, but they're like, the first ones. So this has been used for centuries. And I think we maybe forgot about it for a little bit. And now it's kind of, arising again. But what's so amazing, being in the information age that we are, is that we can incorporate so many different types to create an integral sound healing experience, so it kind of makes you go on this journey with yourself, helps you to relax, helps you to kind of gently meet yourself where you're at, or maybe needing to address things that might be uncomfortable. But that's what I like about sound healing, is because it's like that gentle segue into meeting yourself internally, kind of with what's going on. So, and physically too. So
you can definitely change the vibrational, like how loud it is, and it could be more impactful because it's louder or more not aggressive. That's not the right word for it.
I mean,
I guess in
there's definitely dissonance. I mean, unfortunately, if people do play too loud, it can create a disruption. Unfortunately, there is not so great sound baths, and everything is attuned to a note and a frequency. And if people aren't trained or educated musically, they're actually creating, I don't know if anyone's ever experienced that dissonance where you're just kind of like, this just sounds right or feels a little off. Well, that is what you're experiencing, is that there's something normally off with the notes.
So somebody at Wonderfest did experience something like this during one of the sound healing sessions that was there. And she was like, I swear there was something that was here that wasn't supposed to be here. And it's obviously she was going through something that did get affected by that vibration, and it was too much for her. And but she fought through it, which I was like, you are a warrior. She's like, I just didn't want that to take me. Like, maybe I was going to have a breakthrough after I experienced this. And so I wanted to go through the full process.
Right.
And, but she's like, afterwards, she's like, did you feel that? Like, she's looking around like nobody else felt it, but it's because it's all off of what you are receiving. So, sound bowl healing isn't for everyone, and certain types of sound bowl healing isn't for everyone.
Right.
So like you said, just be, if you're going to be dabbling in things like that, be aware that it could affect you differently than others.
I always, for me personally, like, I'm very picky with what type of offerings I attend. And I always just tell people, just do your research and observe the practitioner. Do your research on them, see if they're certified, if they're trained. That's just my advice. And just, if you vibe with them, go for it. But everything is just like, it's very based off of intuition, because it's energy work. That's the most important thing. If you're, even the day of, if you're like, something just feels off, don't do it. That's why I always say, just honor where you're at. And
have you ever turned down a client because you just didn't feel the energy was?
I have.
Yeah.
Yes. That was with Reiki. Yeah. So Reiki is like, to me, it's a very more vulnerable. You're allowing someone into your energy field, and especially if you're going through something, like, it's like, you almost become like a bit of a therapist a little bit. So it's like a really deep thing. And with that being said, some people do need to get professional help. I say Reiki is not the end all. Like, it's just learning for me too, like boundary setting as practitioners is also important. And if someone's going through something really complex, like complex trauma, they need to see a professional. So it's definitely saying, you know, making sure that you go see a therapist or someone you can confide in, because it shouldn't just be your sound healer or Reiki practitioner.
Yeah, and it's also
seeing you.
It's also an art, because the sound healer has to identify what instrument works best for each person.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you might have a guideline of what to do in your session, but maybe the person responds better to like chimes, or responds better to tuning forks, better than singing bowls. So it's kind of identifying, feeling the energy of the room, and just identifying the person's needs. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Have you been practicing yourself as well with the sound healing bowls and such? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a professional, but I help her. Most of the time when she has a big group, she needs to walk around and do it to each person. So I stay. Either I do that, or I stay where the main station is.
Yeah.
And I just keep the singing bowls going or something else going. And like I have some idea of what notes to use. Musically I know what to play. But definitely is a craft that people that study, they know how to identify the room, and it's kind of like us DJs. We know how to read the room and all that. Same with them. It's a thing that they do. They feel, and then they play whatever they feel is best for people. But yeah, I like to practice with her, and I like to include the instruments in the music, as you guys might know.
Are you using the key of whatever the song is played in to determine what bowl key you're playing in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So if I'm playing in a C chord, I'm playing a C chord bowl.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes. C,
Yes.
and then A works as well.
Right, 'cause it's
G
interchangeable.
works.
G.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can use any note that the scale is friendly with. So if it's a C minor, you can use a G minor. If it's like a bit, G minor has its own set of notes. So you can use all those notes because they're like a variant of the scale. So it's definitely a challenge sometimes, but we as soon as we hear something, for example, when we're playing live, as soon as we hear something that it's like a key element, we take that and we just start playing and improvising.
Are you able
from
to
it.
take two bowls from two different keys and make one note that might work for your
A
track?
chord,
A
yes.
chord,
Yeah. To
Yeah.
create a chord.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
That's cool.
Yep. Yeah. And then we're learning a lot too, playing with Anna at Saigon Blonde on Wednesdays, because sound healing is normally a more relaxing meditative experience. So it's more slower, but we're kind of learning that we need to play like a little faster, and the sounds are a little bit different. So we've been adjusting to that too. And we're going to be adding some new instruments that are just... Yeah, we're gonna get. I don't know if I should tell them. It should be a surprise.
Tell us. Come on.
We're
Yeah,
gonna get
let us know.
a
right.
didgeridoo. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Oh, you know
So-
what? That's wild
Yes.
that you guys say that.
Yeah.
I had a guy come up to the pier and play his didgeridoo
It's
alongside
so
of
good.
me, and he was specifically asking me for the note of E because I
Yep.
guess that may be something
Solar.
that the
That's
didgeridoo
solar
can do.
plexus.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
But he was
Yep.
specifically asking me
Yep.
for the note of E,
Yep.
but it sounded cool. So
yeah,
really?
it does. And
The handband. I'm taking it step by step because for me, I don't want to add too many instruments and not be able to integrate them.
Okay.
Yes. So for me right now, I'm still learning. He's a percussion like genius. Yeah. Yeah, he probably could do that. Yeah. So we're just like steadily building, but I'm still learning the ocean drum, like to tap. So I'm still learning that. I want to add the Native American flute. I've been doing a lot of research on what flutes. Beginner flutes, by the way. So we're just kind of taking it like piece by piece and letting it kind of organically develop and grow that way.
It's like learning. It's like learning
it's a lot of fun.
New languages. You know, you learn to communicate in different languages. When, for example, I'm studying German or I'm studying, Japanese or whatever. You know, like then you learn how to communicate with other people. With instruments, is the same. You learn how to play these instruments. You learn how to take care of them and
you have a relationship with them.
Yeah, it's kind of like a relationship, and then
it's learning that.
And then you communicate through it,
right?
And people understand somehow, because it's all energy.
Yes. Well,
So
something that I've always liked is when I was talking to somebody about that. I like how there's the different languages across the world, and all those are ours. All languages obviously are communicating with tones, obviously, but
yes,
we might find ours as English is fairly simplex. Simplex,
Complex.
But
Complex.
you find something like Chinese or Korean or
Mandarin.
Yeah, where you're going to have it's way more tonal. Or Yiddish where it's really Hebrew rather, where it's really in the throat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've always found that as interesting that makes a difference. Like in Chinese, you can say one word and it's only how you inflect it in your throat or the tone of which you inflect it is a different. It means a different meaning. But that would be the same thing if I said cat or if I said Kate.
Yeah.
Something else I think is really interesting too when you guys were talking about the different keys and all that. I've always been intrigued. I've said before that I always wanted to do a scientific study to find out what makes a rhythm kid love rhythm as much as we love house and vice versa. Because I
love that.
Because I'm not a huge, my roommate's a rhythm DJ and producer, but I'm not really a huge rhythm fan per se or bass fan. Like people that go to, for example,
Halloween.
Well, I was going to think, what's the one artist is always wearing coveralls? And
Afterlife.
And the bowler hat. I can't think of his name right. He was here just to
Polish ambassador.
Well, Polish ambassador, but
are you talking about not the hat? I was thinking of the guy with the clown. Never mind.
I can't think of his name right now. But the Wampy bass and some people that are just completely, totally lost in you'd swear that they have gone to the moon and back listening to this, and I'm standing there looking at them like it's good, but it's not that good, bro. But it's funny though. But I think it's really interesting how that affects them that way, how rhythm affects this person that way, and how when I hear good house, it affects one way. But how, of course, my spirit animal is techno.
Yeah.
And when I hear, and you've all seen me spin techno.
Yeah.
You know how you see me when I'm spinning techno, and you know how techno is affecting me. So
definitely, yeah.
Well, then you get into the subgenres. So you have like the progressive techno. You have all the different techno genres and house genres that are out there. So then music is truly a universal language. There is something for everyone, and I like that you use that as an example of a language to speak because. And once you get into certain dialects of various languages, it's the same thing with dialects of music, right? Like this is something that there is some form of music for everyone.
Exactly.
Every single person out there. So it might not be house music. It could be alternative rock. It could be jazz. It could be drum and bass. It could be something. And maybe it's just a simple flute.
Most of the rhythm kids I've talked to actually came from heavy metal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
heavy metal
bass, the bass that they use has some sort of frequencies that are attached to people's, energetically are attached to people's bodies, so it's kind of when I hear techno, it's that the same bass line pretty much all the time, but it's the same, but it's different. It's
the same, but it's different.
Yeah, and I feel
well, and that defines a good techno DJ too.
Exactly.
Like if you get up there and play
the
same
transitions,
two keys in the same bass line the entire time, then you're a horrible techno DJ.
Right.
Like come on, there's all kinds of different ones.
Well, especially because techno is like the kick is the main thing. You get the bass from the kick. The rumble kick is so it's the same. It's for example, like you're saying, a rhythm person likes the bass, how it goes in waves.
Yep.
It's just the frequency, you know. It's just a matter of frequencies, and in the end, at the bottom line, the frequencies are the ones getting to our body and our mind, you know. So it's sort of like a mind control.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
even nature uses musical vibrations
Oh, yeah.
and vibrations as a whole. And I don't know, I Awake, Carson,
Yeah.
he was talking about incorporating stuff like that into his music as well. And he has done that. And he's done a beautiful job of it. And I love hearing the little trickles of nature in music now. And I know that you've also done that.
Yep.
And so it's so neat to hear that this is truly something that we see around us and we forget about it. You know, this is like there's music literally around
Everywhere,
us
yeah.
all the time. Just the clatter of somebody walking by, that's music.
Yeah.
It's so interesting.
It's just very weird because I could be walking out the street and I hear something like, I don't know, like a car, and the beep I can just make a song out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you start creating
Yeah,
things on the fly.
Oh yeah, on the fly. Yeah.
Like
Yep.
literally my life is a sing song.
Yeah.
Every time that I'm like, oh, that sounds like this song, and I'll
Yeah.
I'm like, I found out that's ADHD.
And I can't listen to music the same way. You know, because
Oh man.
Because
Tell me
I
about
start. It's like a psychologist psychoanalyzing you.
Yep.
It's like every time I hear a song, I start deconstructing the song.
Yep.
You
Same.
know, it's like,
it almost
oh,
takes the joy out of it.
They,
sometimes.
Yes.
yeah, and it's like, oh,
Yeah, you really have to watch that, don't you?
Yeah.
That's like
because-
watching
yeah.
DJs nowadays. I'm
Right.
like, I know actually kind of how to DJ, and
Yeah.
I watch them. I'm like, wait, okay, I just got to stop staring at their hands and what they're doing.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Just stop staring. Just enjoy the moment, okay?
I'm like in my mind, I'm like that could have been mixed a little better.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, ooh, like that cringe.
Yeah, and dude, your level of producing is on another.
Oh, thanks,
It's
man.
out of this world.
Thanks,
I
I
mean, you could
appreciate
take something and make sushi out of it. Speaking of sushi, look at that. You know, look at,
Nice
look at that
transition.
beautiful
Nice
Moxy sushi that
Yeah.
David brought
right,
in.
Yeah,
It is.
it's
Right?
it smells good.
Dave, yeah,
Dave.
Dave. He's a cook, a chef, and I've seen him at multiple restaurants over the years. And so it was really nice of him to bring us some food in
Yeah.
for the show.
I have a hat from Schitt's Creek. I don't know if anybody's watched that, but Dave is the guy that's on there, and the girl is always like, "Ew, Dave," and so my hat says "Ew, Dave." Yes, maybe I'll wear that next time.
Yeah, in lieu of Dave.
Yeah, Dave. But it's actually great. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah. So let's jump into some other things. What kind of hobbies does a sound healer and a producer have? You know,
Oh my
so
God.
tell us about that.
Yeah, I definitely stick to a meditation practice. I have a yoga practice. I just try to incorporate like mind, body, soul, basically. I do like to get out in nature. It regulates me. Just being in silence is so important, especially these days. Again, just it helps me to tap into my inner being and my higher power. So that's me personally. And yeah, I drink a lot of tea too. Yeah.
Same.
We love
Yeah.
tea. We
Yeah.
love tea.
Yeah.
Wait,
But yeah.
specifically, what kind of tea?
Yeah.
Because I've seen you walking around with tea in the golf court. I think
Yeah,
you need to
yes.
clarify which kind of tea we're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
Well, okay. There's different types. There's a lot of
There's-
different types.
There's a
Coffee.
Southeast Asian tea.
Yeah,
There is
Chinese tea.
Japanese
Yeah.
tea. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Southeast Asian is pretty good. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But,
No, but I
Yeah.
mean, like she said, we on a regular basis every night we drink loose leaf tea,
herbal
like
tea.
very
Yes.
good quality.
Yep.
I used to drink tea before.
Yeah.
I was doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet I can
This
imagine.
is this is it. This is it, man.
Yeah.
It's like
So-
she's got this fancy, like
Strainer.
but yeah, it
Okay.
looks like a ball, and then you open it, you put your tea in it,
Yeah.
and then you just let it sit in there, and let it rest, and then after maybe 15 minutes, you drink it and it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's
I
great. Yeah.
love to hear how you explain this. This is like a typical man explaining
Yeah.
what the
Yeah. I'm
newfangled
just
thing
letting
that their
him do it.
girlfriend has found. And so now we're gonna hear how Alyssa.
Well, I mean,
explains her
I don't
tea
know how to
ritual.
call it. I didn't want to name something wrong, you know. Yeah.
But there's no wrong answer.
The ball,
Yeah.
the silver ball,
The ball.
of
Yeah.
healing.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
soothes my soul.
Yeah.
Literally, though, it does.
I like to drum. I like to drum West African percussion. You know, djembe. Well, Afro Latin and African percussion. Djembe. I like to do bongos. I like to do timbales and all that stuff that's African.
What's your favorite instrument right now?
I would say it's the djembe.
Why?
It's just the sound, it's very tribal. That's
a lower percussion, yeah? Or does
Well,
it make mid sounds?
yeah.
Mid,
I mean,
lower?
you can get whatever you want. You can get
Yeah.
the high frequencies, or you can get the mid or lows. I personally like something that I could make a bass out of it, and also mid frequencies,
Okay.
because I feel like that's more tied to your like around your heart. You know,
Yeah.
you can feel it. And it's just the way the skin sounds. Different animals have different tones. It's a little sad, but their purpose is serving pretty well in that area.
Yeah, I mean-
'cause it just feeds your soul. I mean, to me, it just feeds your soul.
Yeah.
I get to she meditates. And I play drums to meditate. you
Well,
know?
I dance too to your.
And then you dance. Yeah. That's exactly how we met.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. So let's see. So tell us about that. Working together in the music industry and in sound healing.
But first, how did you meet?
Oh God. Okay. Who's gonna? Should I do it?
Yeah, you can do it. You say it well.
Okay. All right.
I
so-
love the cheesy stories. Please share it all.
Yeah. So I was I used to live in Sarasota, and I went to Siesta Key. I was like, oh, maybe I should go out tonight. It's Sunday, play drums, and I had my little drum with me, and I went to Siesta Key. I started drumming.
The drum circles.
Yeah.
The drum circle. Yeah, the drum circle. And I brought my parents with me, with my sister, and I started drumming, and I had a good time, and then I see Alyssa, going in as I was drumming with the guys. I see Alyssa going in the circle.
I know what you saw.
Yeah.
What do you see? Yeah, you saw me in my
Pretty juicy stuff.
yeah, my bathing suit that wasn't
yeah.
covering.
Also, when you get hit on that radar,
It
you-
was-
Yeah.
It was
Yup.
It was my favorite color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
Look at those cheekbones up high. Look
Yeah,
at you thinking about that.
yeah. So I just started drumming, and then I was like, oh shoot, I was like, oh, yeah. I started drumming, and then I did. My parents had to go, and I said, well, I'll take you home, and so I went back home, and my sister wanted to. Well, I said I'm gonna go back. I feel like I have to go back, So
He felt the magnetic.
yeah,
pull.
yeah. And so my sister, my
coming back.
Yeah.
my sister came with me, and we went. I thought she had already, left, and it was already late. It was like drum circle was done.
Yeah.
It was like 8:30 p.m. and so I went, and she was still there, and I was like, oh well.
Were you waiting for him, Alyssa?
No, I had no idea.
You didn't even see him?
He was
She-
shy.
she
He
was-
didn't come up to me.
She was.
I had no idea.
She wasn't. No, she
Yeah.
wasn't aware of this.
I
no.
had no idea.
But I
Yeah,
felt.
he-
I felt
he's
like I
pretty
had
shy. Yeah, he's
to. I
pretty
felt like.
shy.
I felt like I
Yeah.
had to go back. I don't know what it was.
The magnetic.
The magnetic.
w-
Yeah.
It was
yeah.
the full moon.
Yeah, we've
And so I said the lamest thing. I had a beer with me, and I said, "Do you want some beer?"
As I
like,
had
"No, I'd like
a
some
drink
tea."
in
Do
my
you,
hand.
do you want?
Yeah.
Do you want a Corona? And she said, "No." Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm drinking an apple cider.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Healthy.
so I was like, okay,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. I was very shy, but I was still trying to, get to know her. And then somebody said something in Spanish. No, the main guy, the guy that I was friends with, playing drums, he said, "Let's go to the water," and then she said, in Spanish, she said, "Let's go." She said, "Vamos," right? And then I was like, "Oh, you speak Spanish?
Oh, there it is.
You speak Spanish?"
There it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
And then Shy Alejandro switched to confident Alejandro, right?
Oh.
Spanish, huh?
Yeah,
Let's
Spanish.
let's speak a.
Hey, ¿qué
let's
pasa,
speak
mami?
something.
Ven acá. Mira, mueve ese culo. No.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. No. I said, "Oh, you speak Spanish?" And then she was like, "Yeah, I lived in Spain for quite some time, blah, 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 blah. And I studied there. And so we...
In Spain, it's Spanish.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Portugal.
Portugal.
Well, I
has
mean,
Portugal
they're
is
Portuguese,
right
but they
next
do
to
have.
They're together.
Yeah, they're right next to each other.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so we ran to the water, and then we started talking. We started like 20 feet apart from each other in the water.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any swimsuit or anything. I was like this.
He went, fully committed.
He
And
said,
I was
"Fuck it, fuck it."
I told my sister,
Yeah.
like, you have to give me some time here. Hold on. And I just ran with my clothes on, and I got in the water. We started talking very, very far from each other.
Yeah.
And then slowly started to get closer,
It's a really cute story.
closer. It was like a full moon.
It was
and,
a full moon. The
yeah.
water was still and clear.
And so my friend, the one that I was playing drum with, he was hooked up with another girl, and so he was like around me, doing circles around me,
Orbiting
being
around
flirted
us.
with this girl. And I was like,
Yes.
well, I guess I
Yes.
have to do the same. No.
Yeah.
But then we shared a kiss, and then a week after we went on our first date.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how it started.
I was very impressed. He actually wanted to talk to me on the phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
This
asked
is
me,
another
like-
talks on
texting
the phone
society.
anymore.
We were just talking about this. Is this one of
Yeah.
those things that you want the text after 24 hours or you don't want the text? We did
Oh,
have. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's per person, but for me, I definitely do. And then, like I said, I liked that he actually wanted to talk to me on the phone and not just do digital.
Yes,
I
the
mean,
texting's
excuse
way
me.
too easy.
Yeah, yeah. It showed
Especially
because
because you can edit messages now.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
true.
so I decided to call, and
Yeah,
I wanted
yeah.
to see if she wanted to go on a date.
Mm-hmm.
She luckily had her work lined up with the date that I was wondering if she wanted to go on a date with. So she came here for work, right? And then we ended up meeting in downtown Sarasota. I mean, not here, but Sarasota. We ended up meeting in Sarasota, and we went for a drink. We went for food. Actually, I took her to a vegetarian place.
That
Okay.
was the other thing. He didn't try to take me to a bar. This was about
3 years
3 years
ago.
ago, almost 3 years ago.
Actually,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're right on the
almost
line
3
of 3 years. Yeah,
So
yeah.
Yeah.
So I took her to a veggie place, and
I ordered a
And-
beer because I was
and she
stressed.
said because I didn't
She
didn't want
want the Corona. She wanted to wait.
I
You
didn't,
had to wait.
I didn't want to take her to a bar because that's like too blah. I didn't like it. No, so I took her to a veggie place because she mentioned she was vegetarian, and then she was like, I want a beer.
Yeah, I did that. Yep.
And you're like, well, there's no
Yeah.
beer here.
No. Yeah.
Let's go to the bar that I wanted to go to in the first place.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So we went to a rooftop bar, and we saw the sunset there. I got a ticket.
You
Oh,
got,
shit.
you got a ticket on the first date.
Yeah.
Wait, but did you frame it? Now?
ticket?
Yeah.
You
You,
should have.
No.
paid it and then framed it, right?
No, I paid. I saved it, but I paid it.
Oh, and he still has it? Get out of
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Nice.
Maybe it was supposed to be a surprise for something.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh.
He's gonna write his marriage
Yeah, his
Vows
vows.
on
there.
it.
There you go.
The ticket.
Here's the ticket.
Yeah.
$25.
God.
Look what I paid. I paid this just to be with you, girl. Shoot. No,
Yeah.
but so you guys work together and with music, and you have, like I said, you guys have that residency. Tell us a little bit more about how that's going. What the future of healing culture is, because you guys have been releasing music.
Yeah.
So you guys got anything up your sleeves? What's going on?
I
Tell
don't.
us.
I don't think we should give it away yet. But it's gonna be more on the sound bath side.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna, like I said, creative energy flows where it goes. So we're marinating it right now.
Lay it out there.
We're gonna lay it out there later.
So
But-
Andre 3000 came out with that album,
Yes, he
right? Is this kind of like you're like,
did.
let's go into this area?
That's what. Yeah, we're kind of. Yeah, kind of. That's
Yeah.
We don't
one
wanna say too
avenue,
much.
and then
Right,
there's
right, right.
another avenue that
I
I'll
cannot-
open up later.
It's
But
wait.
definitely gonna
But
be very
it's-
organic.
yes, it's
yeah.
Very,
opposite of electronic music.
very
per se.
personal.
Yeah. Yeah.
You something that you might feel identified,
Yeah.
connected with. So we're excited.
Are there samples right now?
We're
Yes.
yes, there
so,
are.
So I feel like we should play some of those samples. But that's just.
I don't know if we brought any with us.
Oh.
Did we?
Oh man.
Yeah.
I have it.
It's okay. Maybe we'll put it on like the recap or something. We
Yeah.
can, like,
Let's do the
highlight-
let's do the recap. That'll be
Yeah.
a lot better.
Okay.
Yes. But the current stuff that is out now, we actually created that about a year ago. And I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, it was with a Chilean trio called From the Earth, and myself and Alyssa, we put together. She put together the vocals. I made the song with these other producers, and we sent it out to DJs from Mars. I don't know if you're familiar with.
Yes.
And they actually played it.
Oh,
So
good.
That we got some support there. It's out now. It's called Dimensions. Like I said, Alyssa she sings there, and it's a beautiful set of vocals that we hope people connect with.
Okay. Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
we can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it yet. I can't wait to hear it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's out on Spotify,
Yep.
out on Beatport,
Yep.
out of anywhere that you want to stream it or buy it.
Yeah.
It's right there. Yeah.
It's right there.
Okay, we
Yeah.
will check it out. Absolutely. So we do have the live. So guys, or not the live, we have the .com. So please, if you have any promo, anything that we should hear, we'll love to put it on
Yeah.
spin it on the radio.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're also working on obviously in other more into the electronic side. We're working on the sound healing side, and mixing all both of our crafts in there. But we're also doing on more on my side of the stuff, of the creation process. More electronic. I like to obviously include her instruments and other people's instruments. We're currently collaborating with a lot of people, and we hope to put this music out.
Yeah.
There's a couple already that are done. So
Yes.
Nice.
hopefully soon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I met a guy I think he's actually in Baltimore, but our A&R rep in Atlanta knows him, and he sent us some music that he might be interested in putting out.
Okay.
And it's along the same lines of what you guys do. So I have to
awesome.
connect
Nice.
you guys.
That'd be
there.
great.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with this music. But it's good. It's good. I just don't know I don't know what to do. But
Yeah.
he's already on the roll. He's actually getting noticed. I think he's a Grammy nominated.
Wow.
Whoa,
producer.
that's
And he's
excellent.
And he's switching over
Yeah.
from making the music that got him recognized into making this kind of music specifically. He doesn't really want to make anything else.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So and
Yeah.
it's really good. It's house music, but it has those
Love
healing
it.
those healing sounds and stuff,
Yep.
frequencies that are
Love
inside.
that.
It's amazing.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to definitely link you guys up
Yes,
with him.
that'd
Yeah,
be really
please,
cool.
please send it over.
Yes, yes. So we do. So it's our top of the hour, and we have. First of all, thank you guys so
Yeah,
much
no.
for joining us. It was
Thank
fun
you.
learning about healing culture,
Yeah.
learning you guys'
Yeah.
beginnings. Learning about what you guys do for the community here every Wednesday, and their love story.
Their love story. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. But we have one more topic to end the show. And you guys can chime in any way you would like.
All right.
But we're also going to take callers. If they don't know, they can call in at 273420550. Oh, and it's my phone. Oh, I gotta. Okay. All right. Well, we'll still take some. We'll find out when we take some because that video will pause. And we'll take them. Yeah. And so we'll take some.
We'll know when there's a phone call because the video will stop. That's
yes. But make sure you call in if you have any stories on our topic, which is dating in the music scene. So if you've ever dated,
where'd you guys come up with this topic from? Wait, dating in the music scene? That seems strange. I don't know why you would pick that.
There.
How about working with people dating in the music scene? How about that one? Can we do that one next week?
Go ahead, Robbie. Chime on in.
Yeah.
No, by all means, go on.
Let's talk about this because we actually have 2 plus 2 that are dating, right? So
Look at
No,
us.
this is completely against me. I'm not saying anything.
They are definitely lovebirds that met in this industry too.
At Saigon Blonde.
Saigon Blonde. Yep. And you are a graduate of the Beat Academy.
Yes.
Wow.
And Valentina, I work with her in my normal 9 to 5. Do you want me to sell you insurance? So it's actually, I'm hoping to get her on the show maybe next Monday. We'll see. We have for anybody that is interested in getting on the show, we are definitely open for some recommendations on who wants to be on here. If you are interested, reach out to Houseology Live, and Humble House Radio is also a great channel to reach out to. So anybody that's interested in getting on the show, reach out to us. We'd love to hear.
Yes. Do you guys have any? Okay, so do you guys have any stories about dating in the industry and the music scene? Have you guys ever experienced it outside of dating each other in the music industry?
I mean, yeah, I have. Like my first serious boyfriend was, he played metal and he was a really great guitarist. So
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a horror story? I mean, he's not here. So.
No, it's not. No, not at all. It's just more, my brother is also an artist. So it's like understanding the mindset and how music can just take over. And
yeah. Oh, yes. So see, that's one thing right there. A lot of people don't understand. And it's good that you have that good perspective on it. And a musician is typically music first. And it's kind of hard. It's a hard life, I guess, if you really want to be, if you really, really want to take music seriously, you almost have to tune, and it sucks to say it, but tune everything out to get the not only just the sound you want, but the feeling and the, and it's almost your entire being into it. If it's going to be something for real, you got your entire being has to be there, and you can't, and the person who loves you would have to understand that.
Right.
I think it's interesting because coming from somebody who's extra super ultra single.
Daddy Robbie is single for anybody looking.
Very single. Oh, I'm not looking at all. But no, it's interesting because it's kind of funny because it depends. Would you guys consider yourselves codependent?
I mean,
I think every couple is
in some ways.
Well, I don't know.
You
are dependent on each other,
you
but
are.
there's a difference
So-
between that and codependent.
Yeah, but codependency is a form, like I believe every couple is. It's just how much you're codependent.
Yes.
Because how can you not be? You know, to a
Sure.
degree.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I would say like we work on the balance of that, but it's like we enjoy being around each other.
Yeah.
And plus, we work together.
And we work well. Yeah, there's that. But you know, we also have our own 9 to 5 gig. So we're not like around each other 24/7.
Well, the reason why I bring that up
Yeah.
is just because I was saying, because then when you want to do something individually,
Yeah.
how does that work?
Oh, it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's
I mean, it hurts when she doesn't go to my gigs, but
Wah, wah,
but
wah.
Wow, just throw me under the bus.
but-
Can I put it just, excuse me. Can I put it just
Don't worry, nobody comes to my gigs either.
It's only the gigs that are like
No,
literally at 4,
exactly,
5,
yeah.
6 in the morning.
Exactly,
Like,
exactly,
I'm
yeah.
Oh,
open.
yeah, that is the tough one though.
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It's
I
not
have an
easy.
explanation
Yeah.
for it. Yeah, it's when I play super late, you know,
Right,
Yeah.
right.
and then she has something else going
But
on in the morning.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I
that makes sense.
totally understand that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
But it's so that's the difference in the mindset of knowing and understanding that, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
You know that person, that person loves you,
Yeah.
and but that's dating inside, that's each other being inside of the music scene too now.
Yeah.
not now if you had a person
that it's not
is
related
not
to anything.
in this scene.
It's very tough.
It's
Oh,
tough.
Yes. I have
we
too
could
many.
take some callers if anyone wants to call.
I've had no,
What's that number again, Samantha?
727-342-0550.
I think we've all had friends too that that's nothing more. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm going to say difficult, but that might be a little extreme. But when the other partner is not part of the scene or is not in the scene, and then they bring them out or they attempt to go out, and it's just always like
a mess.
Yes. And
Yep.
then they they bring them out, and suddenly like an hour and a half later, hey, we're gonna head home.
Yeah, you can see that. You can see that person just doesn't want to be there. Okay,
Right.
you know. And I tell you what, I'm not shitting on any of my relationships or anything like that. But you can tell the difference when I'm out with Sam, and then we're in the industry because she is mingling, she's talking, she's making other people laugh, and she's like having, she's getting to know other people, and I can go with her, I can catch up with her, like, hey, what was that person's name? Did you catch that person's name? I know that person. They're in the industry, and she's like, yeah, I know it. Hey, and they do this, and they do this, and I'm like, oh, okay, thank you, because I would have been like, hey, guy that I don't know or woman that I don't know, but she's in it. She's welcoming, and she's like, and it helps because she understands the industry.
Secret there, by the way, is just introduce them to the other and then let them fill in.
Yeah, I was literally I was gonna say that.
That's how you do that. You just walk up. This is my good friend Anthony does Alejandro, and
You don't even know. You don't.
Alyssa. But I'm just saying,
You can't introduce anybody. You just say, oh, this is.
Oh, I thought you guys
Samantha.
knew each other.
Yeah.
There is a huge difference between being with someone that supports you in your craft, whatever you do, and someone that really doesn't give a crap.
But they don't understand. That's the difference.
Exactly.
Right.
They don't understand the heaviness of this art for you, and when you have a partner that is equally engaged with her or his craft, they better understand you, and they can put themselves in your shoes
Yes.
Well, that
into perspective.
Yeah.
So
it's all about.
then you can share different experiences, and also you thrive together. Like for example, she might say, hey, my fiance is a DJ, and he plays this type of music, blah 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 blah, and he just hooked me up with someone that might benefit me, and I can benefit them too. Or for example, I go out and I say, hey, my fiance, she is a sound healer and Reiki master. Would you be interested? And then I give him the contact, So it's also a matter of thriving them, together.
Are you saying you're a power couple? Is that what you're saying?
We are a power
Sounds
couple.
like a
Yes.
power
All right,
couple.
that's fine.
So
you can say that.
on the
We
other
are.
side of it, I'm not a DJ myself by any means, but I do the event planning. And I was talking about this yesterday with Ketone and DJ Volume, that me being an event planner in this music industry, the expectation, and this is why I don't date DJs, is because the expectation is that I'm going to have them perform at every single event that I have. That's not the truth. Like, I'm not going to. You might not fit the opportunity.
Correct.
And so, I have a collective full of, I think, 9 people now. 9 people?
Nice.
It started out with 4. And so it started out with, it was only these 2 people out of the 4 that were DJs. And so they were always on the shows. And then it broadened from there. But just imagine if I was dating a guy that was a DJ, and then the expectation is to have him playing at every single show. And I don't want to do that, because I want to give that opportunity for other people. And so that's always a tough conversation, because I'm sorry, but musicians are a bit emotional. Love you all. But in all honesty, they'll be like, oh, but why not me? Well, because there needs to be other opportunities, and I only throw events, once a month. This was when I was doing the beach events once a month, or wherever it might have been. So I just, the opportunities aren't there. So I like the fact that you're like, hey, this is my business, this is your business, and together we can refer each other business. But at the end of the day, like, you're still a very, very talented musician. You're still a very talented musician. And it's not like you're butting heads fighting for the spotlight.
Oh,
Right.
no. Yeah, we try to support each other.
I think in general we just have a lot of respect for each other. So
That's what it
As
is.
an
Respect and
individual.
understanding.
Yeah.
Communication.
Communication.
Well, Well, I mean, and I'm gonna quote something from Thich Nhat Hanh.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When you understand your partner or your loved one, you love them. There's love when you understand them, because you put yourself in their shoes and you change your perspective so you can feel what they're feeling, So then you can transmit love by understanding them.
Yeah, put the shoe on the other foot.
Yep.
See how that makes them feel, if it would make you feel good. If
Yep.
it doesn't, then don't do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yep.
love that. Who is that from?
Thich Nhat Hanh.
Thich Nhat Hanh.
Yeah.
Neat.
See, I'm
I know that.
Yeah.
I know that. That's,
Yeah.
I know that. That's a writer for How to Love or
Oh no, he was a
he's-
Buddhist monk. He
Yes.
passed in
He-
2022.
He wrote books. Yes.
Yeah.
he wrote.
But he wrote books. Yes.
But he was a monk.
Yes,
Yes.
I read a book. I believe it was How to Love,
How to Love.
Yeah. How to Love. Yeah.
Yep.
something
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
It's a book that he wrote. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
great. I actually had my kids read that book.
Yeah. It's
Yes.
it's very good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the book in the bathroom, guys. Yeah.
It's a good read. I mean,
I mean, sometimes you spend a lot of time.
Listen, you gotta read it. Yes, you gotta read it. You gotta read them.
This is how hemorrhoids are formed, guys.
Oh my gosh.
oh my God.
Oh my goodness. But so dating in the music industry, guys, that was a topic for today. But we did have, you had something, Robbie? No?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Okay. He was like, fuck dating in the industry. I'm going to talk about that.
Well,
He's like, let's talk about the single world in music, okay? It's so much fun.
I'll add just a little bit to it. But see, I'm the oldest one in the room. I think I've got you all beat at least by 10 years, actually, if not more. But the thing is, though, like, and this always is why all my relationships fail miserably, because usually I end up dating younger people.
Yeah.
And I actually want a break from my partner. I don't want to be around my partner all the time. And I'm not saying that's anything wrong with you for.
No, I get it. I get it for sure.
But I'm like, I don't want to text you every day. I don't want to call you every day. I don't actually have to see you every day. I don't want to live with you in 2 months. And that's just but I'm also extremely like my own thing and individual, and I'm really over the years I became very
You became Ray Daddy Robbie.
yeah, but I don't like sharing my time or myself, to be honest with you, and I don't mean that. I'm not trying to sound like an asshole. I'm just being
No, we
honest.
love
No.
I
Oh
love
yeah,
this
you're,
episode.
you're fine. Yeah.
You know, it's I don't really like a lot of that, and I give a lot of my time to my friends because I don't really have many family down here, but I have friends who are family.
Yeah.
And I just, you know what, it's just one of those things. But that was kind of where the codependency question kind of came from, by the way,
Yeah.
because it's like when you live together and then you work together
Right.
and then you make music together,
Yes.
then do either of you ever have any time for yourselves?
I mean, I think we do that
And
naturally.
do you need time for yourselves?
Oh yeah,
That's
of
the other
course.
thing, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were blessed, and we actually just moved into a bigger home. So
That helps.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it does.
yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it does a lot. And we knew that had to be fixed. We were like in a 2-bedroom, so now we have a
Yeah.
3-bedroom and like
New home studio.
Let's
new-
go.
new
Nice.
home
Very good.
studio, and then I have my sound healing room. It's like on opposite sides of
Yeah.
the
Yeah. So
So-
fun fact. Her sound healing room is called the healing room.
All right.
Yeah, because that's where the magic happens.
Hey.
Are you accepting appointments?
I will be very soon once I get it set up because we literally just moved
Oh,
like a
okay.
couple weeks ago.
Okay, I'll be patient.
So
Fine.
yeah, no, but I'll definitely.
But you got some things lined up, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us what you got going on in the healing room.
Yeah. Oh, in the healing room.
In the healing room. What's happening there?
Yeah, so I will definitely be doing like small group sessions there. I can fit about 5 people. Otherwise, I do one-to-one private sessions. So
Are
both-
you practicing Reiki at all, or just
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I call it sonic Reiki when I'm combining both. Otherwise, I can just do sound healing. So
What's your favorite thing to do?
what's my favorite
Yeah, what's your favorite practice
for either?
for
Sound
healing?
or, yeah.
Any form of healing. What's your
Or
favorite
Reiki.
practice?
Oh man, I mean
It's
they're-
very difficult, you know.
Yeah,
like
they're
for
both
her,
very inside of me. So it's like it's hard to pick.
Do you look at somebody and you're like, you need Reiki and you need sound healing? Do you know right away by just looking at somebody without them talking?
Besides if they're a crackhead.
Yeah. I mean, yes, but I don't try to project anything.
I don't know if that's sound healing.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's zero
don't-
judgment.
Yeah, it's because it's not about me. Okay. It's about them and their journey, and that's ego. If you are projecting out.
See, I like that. I like what you just said there.
Yeah.
Because that goes back to what I was just saying a few minutes ago about wanting to be on my own and not talking to you. You just said it's about the other person. It's not about you.
It's not about
But when you talk to a lot of friends today and stuff in regards to relationships and things like that, everybody's like, what, you don't spend 24 hours a day with you don't text them every 10 minutes? What are you talking about? Even my roommate, I just gave shit the other day because he plays Apex Legends.
Oh God!
And he'll play Apex, and then in between matches, he'll be on his phone nonstop. I can hear him going through stories and everything. He'll walk down. Now, my office is in the same hall. I want to clarify this. He'll walk down the hall and go to the bathroom. I can hear the phone on in the bathroom while he's peeing.
While he's getting hemorrhoids. While getting hemorrhoids.
All 25 seconds, and then back down the hall with the phone still on, in front of the computer with it, and then as soon as it's off, I can hear him start screaming and yelling at the computer again. And I'm just like, bro, and I was like you don't have any idea how much you are on your phone. And I literally can sit my phone down in another room and 2 hours later forget that I don't even have my phone with me right now.
I can't.
And honestly, I purposely do that sometimes. I
Me too.
I go to the mountains so I don't have internet. I don't have anything. And I go as far. I know Vogel State Park in Georgia. That's where I go to.
Really?
Because I can guarantee I won't have internet. Maybe every once in a while when some satellite randomly goes off orbit or something, I'll get like one ping. But that's it. And I literally go and find solitude in the mountains so I don't have to be around my phone.
I'd like solitude, and I get it, but I'm.
You're too busy.
I got shit to do.
Yeah, you're too busy.
So
that's
I
not an excuse.
I
have
a lot to do, man.
I have a lot of people. Yeah, I have a lot of
now
people.
Now you could have
like
said kids.
That's
kids.
Different. Kids are one of the reasons, but they aren't the main because they have good parents. They have good moms
it's
and
nice.
Stuff. I don't have to
it's nice.
stay on my phone.
It's nice sometimes for me when we go to camping or somewhere that there's no signal,
Yeah.
it's nice, I'm hooked to this, so I put it away. I know that I don't have any signal.
Yeah.
So what am I gonna do? Like nothing. I just forget and relax and I just think, well, this time is for us. It's just to relax and clear our minds, and then we'll be back when we're back.
That's always good stuff.
I kind of felt like that when we went to New York. It was unfortunate that it was a natural disaster, but I felt that I was, our economy per se took a small break. So I took a break too, and it was cool to get off my phone for a little bit, but. Dude, everyday life, I'm on that baby. I'm doing something. I'm doing.
Yeah, planning and contacting people and connecting with record labels. It's just it's a lot.
nonstop.
And what was
thing.
crazy? One day there was a time when you couldn't do that in the 80s, and you didn't have a computer and you didn't have a phone, and you actually left the office and went home.
Yeah.
And sat down and just watched TV or spent time with your family or whatever.
Yes. Yeah.
And then today we've altered that culture as to we must handle business all the time, every time, over and over. I was just talking to my team at my other job and said that my one coworker was beaten they were both beaten into submission by previous management, continuously having to explain themselves. Wow. And everybody, but you notice that's actually a lot of just in general culture today. People, like, if you ask me a question and I'm like, no, then people look at asshole. I'm like, no. I mean, the answer is just no. There's nothing else to it.
Yeah.
I do not automatically explain myself.
Right.
I stopped doing that a long time ago, and you shouldn't automatically explain it. And I don't expect you to automatically explain yourself.
Yeah.
If I want to know more about it, I'll say, but
You'll
why?
ask. Yeah.
Correct.
Why?
Yeah.
But a lot of younger kids, and with the way the management is and stuff like that, it's just this continuous like thing, and it's weird.
I like to ask a question, but did you die? Did you die when I was gone for an hour? No.
Right.
No.
Oh,
okay.
correct. Yeah,
let me have my
exactly.
hour. Let me answer my phone
True.
at this time. But did you die? If you can't answer yes, then you're dead.
No.
So when we started dating, I have to admit I was emotionally attached to her, and then she explained that she needed some time. Well, I understood, and then we didn't spend every day together. We actually spend only weekends together.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. By the way, is there a
Love
big
it.
age difference or not?
Yes.
What's the age, if you don't mind?
How did you know?
Because he
Just
looks
kidding.
a lot older than you, just so
No,
you know.
no, it's okay. We have a 10-year age difference.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what?
Yeah. She's
I
the-
would have
she's the
never
oldest.
guessed.
I'm the older woman.
Okay, girl.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm usually the older man or the older daddy.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's good on you.
Yeah, it's like on trend. Like all the movies I'm seeing lately, like in shows, it's like older women with
Yeah.
younger guys. But
Yeah. And then
yeah,
yeah, and then
not on
we
purpose. yeah.
we didn't move in together.
Yeah.
We didn't move in together until the 11th month.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
And only because she was moving from one house to another, and I was also transitioning. So
Yeah.
we were like, well, yeah, why not? Yeah,
Good.
we've been. It's not like some
yeah.
people they really move after a couple months.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I have like a 1-year rule, so
Yeah, she.
I will never. I mean, you I guess were the exception.
Yeah,
but-
he made an exception.
Yeah,
11 months.
Yeah,
She,
yeah.
Yeah, 11
she
months.
She did say that she put the rules.
Almost.
And
Yeah.
she said
Yeah.
after a year I can move in with you, but before that I don't think so. I'm like, okay, sure. I mean, yeah, we'll date. We'll go out every weekend and all that, and spend time travel.
Yeah.
And then the opportunity presented itself, and we couldn't say no.
Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that, guys.
I was going to say it's about 8 minutes left. I don't mean
Yeah.
to jump in and cut
Oh,
that
you're
story
fine,
short.
yeah.
But
Yep.
we do
I was
kind of
just-
want to start working about wrapping things up a little bit.
Yes.
Right.
I just want to let you guys know. Yes, tell us about and the next things that Healing Culture has coming up, or if you have anything separate or together, and then we're gonna wrap the show.
Okay.
And let them know where they can find you guys, your socials.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, great. Yeah, so I will be doing Reiki and sound healing. It's at the Meta Market. That information will be, my Instagram is uncovering your light, or you can go to healwithalyssa.com. I'm going to be updating everything really soon. ALYSSA. So
Yeah.
Heal with
healwithalyssa.com.
All right.
Yeah,
Love that.
every other Wednesday
And every other
we're
Wednesday,
gonna
yeah.
be at Saigon, obviously playing with Anna and all those DJs,
Okay.
including different instruments and all that. November 18th, I'm gonna be playing Movement Mondays at the Pier from 7 to 9.
Okay.
Well, November 18th.
That's the peer pop well, not the peer pop up, but the
Movement
movement
Mondays.
Mondays.
Yeah,
Movement
Nice.
Mondays.
They've been
Movement
making
Mondays,
some
yeah.
move. Speaking of movement, they are making
Yeah,
some
they've
moves.
been making some
Love it.
moves. Yeah.
Yes.
Next week, Sunday, I'm gonna be playing in Bradenton for a nonprofit.
Yep.
So that all the revenue is gonna go to Sarasota, the organizations
Nice.
to rebuild the city.
Very good.
And what am I missing?
EDC.
Oh yes. Oh, I'm gonna be playing. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing the after party. Obviously after EDC.
Nice. Is it a home base or is it something else?
No, it's something else. It's in
Okay.
I think it's in downtown.
Okay.
And it's on November 9th.
Very good. Where can they find that stuff at?
You can find either at healing dash like lower dash
Underscore?
underscore culture,
Yes.
Okay.
or at DJ Alejandro 44. That's my Instagram,
Got it.
and you can find that information there.
Perfect, guys.
This Thursday, Saigon Blonde, be there, be square.
Oh, that's right.
this
Yes. Yeah.
We will be.
This Thursday we have Intimate Sessions, which is a Humble House Records presents at Saigon Blonde for Halloween. We are gonna be there. We have who do we have this? We have Vanity. We have Rave Daddy Robbie is playing.
Yes, I'm closing.
We have
As always.
Anika, right? No. Soy. Oh yeah, that's
Soy
right.
Pasha.
Soy
And
Pasha
Lexeo.
and Lexalo.
Yep.
That's right. And then we have Day of the Dead at Concrete Jungle. That is going to be 11/1 Friday. The day after, it's going to be This Is Fun, which is Volume and DJ Ketone, Makobo, and closing is going to be Dos Hermanos.
Nice.
What? This is fun. Is you? Is
What?
Keto?
You didn't know?
I had no.
live under a rock?
I do. Obviously, my international travels put me under that
She's
rock.
like, oh my God, healing culture is Alejandro and Alyssa.
Wow. Okay. Well, for those of you that don't know, I guess I'm the only one. This is fun. Is Ketone and DJ Volume. Sweet.
And every time you're partying with these two, it's like, oh wow, this is fun.
Yeah.
But
Yes. We miss Rich and his sound effects. We got to get him back in here, man.
yeah, it was a little quiet.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
It was perfect. So, guys, thank you so much for bringing yourselves in. Healing Culture, Alejandro and Alyssa. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you for joining us on Houseology Live.
Thank you.
Moxy Radio with the sushi, or
Sushi.
Moxy Hotel with the sushi. Actually, it's like Moxy
Sushi.
Radio. It's
Yeah.
Moxy Radio now.
Moxy Radio.
Yo, guys, Moxy, big shout out to Moxy, my dude Dave, for bringing us some sushi in here, which we're probably going to tear up here right now.
Yep, you've been
I've been staring at it the whole show.
So have I. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Get the
eyeballing
chopsticks
it.
and be like,
You think
Yeah.
you think I'm looking in the
I
camera?
had a
I'm
light
not.
lunch anyways. I'm sitting here like,
Yeah.
can't put
Yes.
sushi in front of me
Let's
like that.
go. Thank you guys so much for joining us at Houseology Live on HumbleHouseRadio.com. My name is DJ Ketone. We got my guy Rave Daddy Robbie. We've got Danielle.
Yo.
We've got DJ Volume.
What up?
Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next.